I'm just sitting down drawing my daily comic, and it's another one of those where, well, like every day, I kind of have an idea of something that happened in my head, and I'm still kind of thinking about how I want to draw it. So I'm not really entirely sure how it's going to turn out yet. I already wrote down all of the words because I like to check. I didn't really want to have misspellings and everything as I'm writing it out, and also watching me write it out isn't as exciting. And now I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to draw it. So it's something really silly that happened. It was just basically like, it was a nice day out, and we were like, hey, instead of just working inside, why don't we go to the coffee shop? Oh, I almost forgot to draw the coffee. Fun part is it's July 4th weekend right now, so there's occasionally you'll hear fireworks going off. Yeah, and I don't map out what I'm doing. I just kind of picture it in my head and draw it. It's kind of like challenging myself to see, like, can I make this up in my head and put it down on virtual paper? It's digital. Oops, I went too far. Also, the perspective is all over the place in this thing too. That's the other thing that's funny about doing these comics this way. Come that up a little bit more. The arm didn't seem like it was long enough. So while I don't really correct a lot of it, let's just say I use the back button a lot. Apparently I'm going to use the sound effect scooch. It's the sound a chair would make, right? Mary Joy agrees. Well, and I just felt like I was scooching the chair the whole time. So basically this is the concept of what was going on. The furniture was very nice, and it was metal, but it was like a bucket seat. So you'd be at the table, but you couldn't sit back, so you had to sit up. If you sat back, you'd be like this. You'd be all like way back, and then you're trying to use the computer. Wow, the angle on this makes my arms look huge. So I just kept adjusting the chair, and I'd be like sideways and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to convey here, is just like even though we were trying to work, and I'd get it to work for a little bit, and then all of a sudden be like, oh, now my arm's starting to hurt. And it was a wooden table that had panels, so when you put your arm on them, no matter where you put them, it would be in between where the separation of the panels were, so the wood would be digging into your arm or something. It just felt like that. And then with the weird chair, so that's where I'm at on this right now. Now that I just said the whole sitting sideways thing, I'm going to try and draw that. Not sure if this is getting the sideways sitting thing yet. No, it's not. I gotta redo that. I'll draw the chair sideways. That's the added bonus. You also get to hear sirens. Scooch. Then I just realized I should add some dialogue that Mary Joy just said a second ago to me. So anyway, I think I got it. That kind of... I look uncomfortable in the chair there, right? I think I got that across. And it also shows that we're outside. I suppose I do that in the dialogue. But just go to... Now I just got to clean up some of the edges where I went across the lines. And there, see? So I always think this is going to take longer, and I'm always like, how am I going to draw this? And that didn't take too long at all, actually. It never does. It never does. I always think before I start, like, oh, this one's going to take long. No, that's where I'm at. So that's the drawing of my daily comic for today.